Hi guys, welcome back to the Humble Gamer channel. I'm the Humble Gamer, and this is some more Train Sim career scenario stuff. This is Train Simulator Classic now. Obviously, when I last played this, last time we saw this was in May 2021. So yeah, it's been a while. The game has changed names. It was Train Sim 2020. Also, last time you saw me, I was in Newcastle, and I was sort of thinking, because I'd done the sort of Mallaig through to Glasgow, then across to Edinburgh. Sort of. We hadn't. There were two routes in the middle of that we hadn't done. But we sort of then gone Glasgow to Edinburgh, Edinburgh to Newcastle, sort of geographically. And I kind of thought, I don't really want to do that because it constrains me, because it means my next route would have had to be Newcastle to York. So I wanted to change routes, and I didn't know which route to pick. And then my wife shouted out, Tile Hill! Which is a station not a million miles away from us. So, and I happen to have a route that Tile Hill is on, and it's this route, the West Coast Mainline South. And we'll actually probably go through Tile Hill tonight. So, because we are starting at Coventry, we're then doing an all stations stops from Coventry to Birmingham New Street, and then the second half of the scenario, which will be in a separate video, is Birmingham New Street to London Euston on a semi-fast. We are driving a Class 350, which we now have to get ready by turning it on. And we are to accelerate forward to Coventry Yard Siding 5, which is literally just in front of us. And then we are to swap cabs and take this into the station, because we are at Coventry Station. So we are preparing ourselves. That route there, I believe, will be the route to. Let me get, when we stop, I'll get the. So I can do that now, can't I? I can. Yeah, that's the route to Nuneaton in front of us. And then there's the route to Leamington Spa. So yes, we are literally going to Coventry Yard 5. So that the tracks here that are directly next to us and curving around here, they go up to Nuneaton, which is a route that is not currently available on Train Sim. But Nuneaton to Leamington Spa, anybody, would be a great route to do for either proprietary, or if someone just fancies having a go at route building. Nuneaton to Leamington Spa would be a good little run. I like that. Especially now you've got the added station at Kenilworth as well. So yeah, once we stop here, we're going to switch cabs, and then we're going to do the first half of the scenario, which is the Coventry to Birmingham all stations stopper. And then if we put that into the brakes, there we go. And once we stop, we can change everything. We now get out and walk to our cab. And since obviously in career scenarios we don't leave the cab, but since we are now paused, I'm just going to alarms audible and external views. That's good. We are now going to just have a look. This is a shopping centre I've been to many times. This isn't the rebuilt Coventry station, it should be mentioned either. Change cabs and wait for the signal to clear. There's a train from Birmingham and delayed freight from Southampton due to pass at 6:05. 6:05 approximately, so you might have to wait until they have passed. You can move forwards towards the signal if you wish to wait there. And if once both trains have passed, the signal isn't clear, just give the signaller a call, control, and tap. I will probably actually just. Yes, thank you. My headlights up to 3, and I probably will just creep towards the signal. But yeah, this isn't the rebuilt Coventry station, I don't think. But yeah, so what? Yeah, well, like I said, what you're going to see on this route, you're going to see this video, which is literally from Coventry to Birmingham. There's the delayed train from Southampton, or for Southampton. I can't remember which one. No, from. It'll be from. So you're going to see this half of this scenario. Then the next video you'll see with the next half of the scenario, i.e. Birmingham to London. We're at platform 4, release the passenger doors and change cabs. The departure will be at 6:11. You are due to stop at all stations. Yes, lovely. Change cabs again? Well. We're a little bit closer to the signal. What was I saying? Oh yes, so you'll see this is video 1. Oh, I think actually we can creep into the station. It's not red, so I'm going to take that as proceed with caution, which is what a single amber usually means. So let's have a quick look in the rearview mirrors, make sure I'm not going to hit anything immediately. No, we're all good. And actually, apparently, we're clear in its entirety. So there we go. So what time is it? 6:11 we were departing. Yeah, so we've got a bit of time. So yeah, like I said, as I was saying, I will finish this point. I'm going to try and get better at this in my content. I'm going to try and finish points. So we're going to see this video, which is in the class 350, which is between Coventry and Birmingham on the West Coast Main Line South. Then you will see the next video, which will still be in this class 350, which is Birmingham New Street to London Euston semi-fast. Then the third video in this little run is going to be, the third and fourth videos in this little run are going to be a freight trip on the class 66. We have not done a lot of freight. I would like to do an amount of freight. And so this seems the perfect opportunity to do that. So there's 2 videos of freight, and then we shall do some Pendolino stuff, because it's the other motive power that you can have on this route, and I try and do at least one video in all motive power. But yeah, in fact, I think the only freight we've done is that freight we did on the West Highland extension. Between Fort William and Corpac, I want to say. Oh no, we did some freight, didn't we? Yeah, we did some freight on. Oh, open the doors. And it was swap cabs, wasn't it? Yes. Right, since I'm at the station, I'm going to get out. Oh god, yeah, this is going to take ages. That's why that time's not creeping up, because we've got a lot of waiting to do. So yeah, and then this one, we're going this way up to Birmingham, aren't we? Yeah. Into Birmingham New Street, because yes, got it. And then there's all this route down to London, which we shall deal with in another video. So while we've got the chance, we can have a look at this this class 350. Thank you. I'm glad the alarms are visible in the external, audible in the external now. Yeah, this is not the rebuilt Coventry station. But yes, I've driven on a few of these roads quite a few times. A lot of stuff has changed. There's the Coventry Ring Road, which is just basically a lot of pile-ups waiting to happen. So yes, my aim with these now is to do as many different types of scenarios as possible. Obviously, we've got other routes. I don't know what route I'm doing after I do this one. I will probably get my wife to shout a town or city at me, and I will pick the route nearest to that town or city. And then, yeah, we'll probably go from there. So it'll be a bit more random in terms of route order now. So, which will be fun, I think, actually. So, and also, if you've got routes that you would like to see, please do let me know in the comments below. Because, you know, I can't just buy routes. That's not a thing that's an option for me, really, unless they're on sale. And we're talking like, the most recent route I bought was the Bournemouth Southampton route, and the only reason I bought it was because it was on sale at £1.79. So you know. But yeah, I would. Any suggestions you have, please let me know. And also, this is just a bit of a shout out. If you're here as a video game fan as well as just a train sim fan, I would love to see you watching my other stuff. Obviously, I've got the train sim stuff. I've obviously got the career scenarios that you're seeing now. You've got the workshop routes. You've got the Sodor snippet stuff. You've also got the Railway Empire stuff. Now, by the time you see this, Railway Empire Series 2 will be starting very shortly. So please do watch that. But also, you know, watch my other stuff, because the average views I get on Train Sim and the Railway stuff is probably in the high 80s, maybe 90s, possibly even higher than that, because Sodor are all in the high hundreds, if not the thousands. So they really pull the average up. But the views I get on everything else are like 5. So I don't ask for any subscription. I don't ask for any Patreon. I will never ask for money from you guys. All I ever ask is that you have a watch of stuff. So please do come back. I hit the microphone then. I do apologise. Please do come back and watch other non-Train Sim stuff, because this will never become a Train Sim only channel, for the record. That's never going to happen. I want to play a lot of varied games. I do enjoy my Train Sim, I do enjoy my railways in general, but I want to play a lot of stuff. So, and let me know the sort of stuff outside of this that you guys are interested in. That when you're not playing Train Sim, what other stuff do you play? Obviously, I've got other simulators like Euro Trucks. I'll be probably doing a series of Euro Trucks at some point. I've got an idea for that. But yeah, I will probably be playing that at some point. But yeah, so you know, just let me know what sort of things you guys want to play, and I want to see me play even, and I shall play it. So other things to look out for on the channel while waiting for the line to clear. I'm very excited to announce this. We've got Wifey Wednesdays are coming, which is basically where myself and my wife play together. My wife picks a game and we play through it. Very much looking forward to that, because I'm quite keen to get Charlie on the channel, and we shall be hopefully bringing you some of that very soon, in relation to, obviously not very soon in terms of me, but very soon in terms of Future Humble, and when you guys are watching this, because obviously everything I do on this channel is now pre-recorded. So right, let's see, 6:11, we're supposed to you are train 2COO, and all stops from Coventry to Birmingham New Street. Lovely. Let's make a move, shall we? And away we go. So yes, before we get back into the Train Sim proper, please do come back and support the channel, especially support the other railway stuff, obviously. But please do come and support Wifey Wednesdays, because I'm really excited to get Charlie on the channel. She's really excited to be part of the channel. It's the right and natural move for the channel, now that we obviously know, you know, we've been married nearly 2 years. 2 years we've been married this year. Bloody hell. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So please do come back and support that. If not for me, do it for my wife, because Charlie is lovely and deserves all the support that you guys can give her, and you guys are awesome. So give her the awesome support that I know you guys can. So yes, thank you ever so much for that in advance. Now let us turn our attention to leaving Coventry and making our way to our first stop at Canley. I don't know much about Canley. It has a crematorium, so there's your Canley fact. So yeah, I'm not sure what else more I can give you for that. Oh, we can go at 75 mph, so we can start putting a bit of throttle in, since we're supposed to be there at 16:14, 6:14. Yeah, it's a morning train, isn't it? Current ETA is 6:13, but we will have to slow, obviously, because we can't go 100 miles an hour into the platform, and it's less than half a mile away. So, well, it's getting towards half a mile away, so I should probably start braking, really, or at least slowing to brake. Especially since we are running ever so slightly ahead of time. In fact, 100 points already in the score. So we are smashing this scenario already. So the reason we're breaking this in half is because A, it will be an hour and a half long video, and I don't like videos that long. I prefer my videos to be an hour at most, unless they're specifically feature length. Usually, obviously, as you know, around about 30 minutes, which I think this one will be. And then the next one will be a bit longer, obviously, because we're going from Birmingham to London Euston. But there we go. While that's stopping, yeah, we will get up to... Oh, there we go. Let's... passengers, there we go. Yeah, Pick up passengers from Birmingham New Street at 6:47. So this is going to be about another half an hour or so. Oh, pause, didn't want to do that. So we're at Canley, next stop is Tile Hill, then Berkswell, then Hampton in Arden, Birmingham International, Marston Green, Lee Hall, Stetchford, Adderley, Birmingham New Street. So yeah, we are literally an all-station stopping service for this first bit. And then, after the Birmingham New Street, we depart at 6:52. I'll be down in London for about 8 o'clock, I reckon. That's a different video for a different time. Good, the doors are shut. Let us go. Oh, for God's sake, what's happened? There we go, that's better. 17:30 at Tile Hill. Sorry, 6:17 and 30 seconds as we say goodbye to Canley. Bye, Canley. And we can notch up and get some movement going. So we're on 150 points. Like I said, in the first scenario, way back up in Fort William. I'm not necessarily counting the points or making big note of them, but I do want them to at least all be positive, and I would like to get a score of 1,000. I haven't quite reached a 4-figure score yet. From what I can remember, I'd have to rewatch all my videos, but I don't think I've hit 1,000 in the scores yet, so that's something I would like to do. Potential to do that in this video, because there's quite a lot of stuff, a lot of things you can get right. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Right, Tile Hill is literally only in a mile and a half, so it is going to be a stop-start passenger service, this one. Then we'll get a taste of the semi-fast stuff, sort of expressy stuff on the way back in the next video, and then, like I said, we're going to do some heavy freight work, which I'm looking forward to. I like the Class 66 as a locomotive, and I like freight work, but a lot of the scenarios are based towards passenger work, because most of our railways are commuter railways now, and freight is not the importance to the railways that it once was. Something I think we should change. But that's just me, and I don't want to get political. But I think railways should be used for more freight. I think we should take lorries off the roads and put have local haulage, but a lot more railways and a lot more freight yards and a lot more freight trains. But that's just me. I just think that would save a lot of issues, both societal, political, and environmental. But like I said, that is neither here nor there. That is just me. So yes, at some point there will be steam in these career scenarios, by the way. We haven't got to that point yet. Clearly, this is electric. Modern electric traction, but yeah. So I'm just gonna, while we're at this stage, I'm just gonna take a photo on my phone of me next to the Tile Hill sign. Because I think Charlie will enjoy that. So we'll stop. We'll stop. Yep, we're pretty much on time. No, on time enough anyway. Cool. Right, open the doors. And then we'll get out, and I will take a... This is actually happening live. I'm actually taking a selfie. Lovely. I'm going to get back into the cab, and I will send this. Some good timeliness there as well. Wait for the doors to actually shut. There we go. Let's get moving. there's a Virgin Pendolino. I need to edit this. I need to flip it, don't I? How does one flip? Never mind, that'll have to do. So, as you can see, it's a backwards screen selfie, but you know, I'm okay with that. So yes, Duntile Hill. So my quest that my wife set for me has been fulfilled, and now she has proof. I achieved something. Oh yeah. Oh, Berkswell. Berksell? I don't know. However it's pronounced, it's our next stop, and we're stopping at platform 2, and it's in literally 0.94 of a mile, so we're making good time. We're reasonably on time at the moment, so I'm quite happy with that. That's a large positive, and it will continue to be so until it is no longer a positive, when it shall hopefully not become a negative. It shall just be. But yeah, so there we go. Way to stop it. I'm going to go with Berksell, and probably be wrong. If anyone lives there, please do let me know how it's actually pronounced. But I'm going to go with Berksell. It's not a place I've heard of, despite being a Midlander and living around Birmingham for, well, I say around, within the vicinity of Birmingham for pretty much all of my life bar university, actually. Stoppity, 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 stoppity. Stop. Stop moving. Oh, thank you. Okay, so after Berksell, it's Hampton in Arden, Birmingham International, Marston Green, Lee Hall, Stetchford, Adderley, and Birmingham New Street. And then that's where the second part of the scenario begins. But we shall do that, like I said, in a different video, so we are on the flat here, so I can afford to release the brake. Time and exposure plus 50 again. Smashing it. There we go, lovely. Let's get going. Since we can go 110, and this locomotive is set to its top speed is 110, it can't go over it, so I might as well just let it run. 3.2 miles to Hampton in Arden. Supposed to arrive at 6:25, it's saying. We're on for 6:24, well, the end of 6:24, possibly a bit further. So 6:20, basically 6:25 is what it's telling me. And that will keep rising until we get to up to speed, and then it shall pull back. But you know, timeliness wise, doing pretty well. Driving wise, doing pretty well. No major concerns. Haven't even sped yet, which is unusual for me. Don't get used to that, particularly when we start doing the steam locomotives, because I'm a very lazy driver when it comes to the steam locomotives. Thank you. I don't like the fact that this locomotive has. I know that in real life it would, and I understand why in real life you would, because it's important. But the safety on this is you have to do that bing which we're all aware of, which is the AWS, and then you've got to press E every now and then when you hear that consistent beeping to release the foot brake, just to make, well, the foot pedal, it's not a foot brake, but just to make sure that you haven't just weighted anything down. What the heck was that? Rabbits being arsewipes, I suppose. Oh, bear with me, actually. Yes, it was Merida trying to get into places she shouldn't be, but this is nothing new. Regular viewers of the channel are well aware that is what happens quite a lot. So yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. Hampton in Arden, there we go. I should probably start notching down since we're doing nearly 100 and it's only 1.3 miles away. Yeah, after that we've then got so we've got stops at a lot of places. Should be another 20 odd minutes of scenario. Need to start braking. Need to start braking. Didn't do anywhere near enough braking to start with. Now having to brake quite heavily to bring our speed back. I think I've probably done it early enough and I've done it heavily enough. Yeah, I think so. I think we're good. I think we're good. We'll be good to leave on time as well. Yeah, now a third of a mile away, so we can probably just drop it to the initial application. Actually, we probably need to speed up again now a little bit to make our way into the platform. There we go. Yeah, the platform's right in front of me, isn't it? Yeah. So there we go. We got through that. That was a bit of a driving. Oh, there's a train in front of us. We're being told to caution and to proceed with such. Here we are, Hampton Narden. Let's fully stop at the signal, just before the signal. Yes, there's definitely something in front of us. Let's see what the map can tell us. Oh, no, I can't see anything obvious in front of us. And that's one of the rabbits getting up onto somewhere. They are half noisy sometimes, those two. I think they know when I'm recording, so they're extra noisy. Lovely. Now again we're going 110, aren't we? So, but it's saying proceed with caution, so I'm going to ignore the proceed with caution. I'm just going to go, because I would like to get some of the time back. Because well, I mean, we're going to be. It's saying between 7 and we're saying we're going to be late. We're being late by seconds at Birmingham International. So interesting to see what the next signal says, though. Because if that's flashing yellows, that would suggest that there's something ahead of me at some point that I need to be aware of. Obviously, we know we need to slow down to 40 before we get into Birmingham International, but that's neither here nor there. We can do that. That's not to do with it. We've still got flashing. It's that 1 or 2 flashing yellows. That is now just the 1 flashing yellow. So that would suggest that I'm going to be held potentially at the next signal. So I'm going to need to slow, and I am now going to have to drive with caution and actually put some driving effort in. Can't tell what colour that is. Might even be a straight amber at this point. Or it should prepare me for the fact that I'm changing tracks. It is. It's an amber. And it's saying to me that I am changing. Yeah, that's fine. That's all that was doing. That was just alerting me to that I need to be cautious because I am coming off the main line, so to speak. I need to put some bit more pace on to start with because we haven't swapped it. Mind you, actually the 40-mile-an-hour zone is there, isn't it? So oh, not for me. No, never mind. I'm here now. Anyway, it makes little to no difference. We are not going to be that far behind time. We're talking again seconds. So here we are at Birmingham International, pulling into platform 2. Which really means we're going right at this junction. Yes, we are. And here is Birmingham International, which is not only the airport but also things like the NEC as well, I think. Not that you can see them from the railway. But let's stop within the canopy, or somewhere near the canopy anyway. There we go. Pretty happy with that. I mean, we're not bang on time, I'll grant you, but yeah, so yeah, you've got the airport, you've got the NEC, lots of stuff going on at Birmingham International. And then yeah, we just need to time this bonus. Time this penalty plus 45. There we go. And away we go. So I dropped 5 points. Now it's only going to be nearly 30 seconds late at Marston Green. Well, that's going to have to change, isn't it? As we get ourselves moving. We can only go 40 mph in this bit. But once we get onto the main line again... I'm so used to being a car driver now, I couldn't help but want to look behind me and make sure there was nothing coming. Obviously that's not how railways work, you don't have to do that. If your signal's clear, you're clear. But yeah, the overwhelming urge to look at... now it's saying we're going to be ahead. Because I don't like... The ETA system is weird sometimes. It's very weird and not necessarily in a positive way, so... Oh, excuse me. Bing! Right, so Marston Green, our next stop. This is definitely Birmingham. Turn that off. Once it gets to half mile, I will start applying the brakes. There we go, start applying. Bing, and now we've got green lights because yes, it was just slowing us down for the points is the word I'm looking for. Experienced rail user here. So an experienced train sim driver. I can't believe it's been nearly 2 years since I picked up this game for a recording. I have played bits of it in between, but quietly for myself. But that is a long gap for this channel to have no train sim for 2 years. Or very nearly. Like I said, it was May. And you'll be getting this end of Jan, early Feb. So we are now actually ahead of time ever so slightly. Pendolino. There it goes. We've got quite a long... I say long. It's actually only a minute. It's actually literally over a minute. That's all it is. Over a few seconds. Yes, then we've got Lee Hall, Stetchford, Adley Park, and Birmingham New Street, which we should do tonight, and then we should pick it up. Oh, plane. That's cool. And then we should pick it up on another night. Doors close. And away we go. So we get as much speed up as we can as we leave, because Lee Hall is only 1.5 miles away. Making good time. Another timeliness bonus of a full 50 this time, so 395. I might reach 1,000 on this particular scenario, because don't forget, the end of this video is not the end of this scenario. It's only the first half of this scenario. You're going to have to remember to save the scenario before I come off. There goes another plane, soaring off into the big bad beyond. get ourselves up to 60, 65, 70, then pull back, and then once it gets to half a mile away, Lee Hall, we apply the brakes. 64, 65, lovely. So take the throttle off, and then Lee Hall gets to half a mile away. Very soon. In fact, all these stations are quite close to each other. Excuse me for yawning. Bing. Oh, that's half a mile away. So now we put the first touch of braking in as we come round the corner, presumably into Lee Hall platform. This is not a bit of railway I use very often in real life. I'm much more Street to Kidderminster is what I traditionally used to use, and now I have a car, so I don't use the railways much. Despite being a big advocate for them. Mainly because the services are not convenient at all in terms of getting me to where I need to go. Again, we're talking by seconds, but we are ahead of time now. I'm stopping in the wrong places because I'm not stopping where it tells me to stop with this many carriages, but we are stopping within the platforms. We haven't missed a platform. I'm glad I took a break from trains. I didn't intend to take a 2-year break from trains, but I did take a break deliberately, because by the time I got to Newcastle on that run, I'd played a lot of it in quite a short period of time, and I'd got not completely sick of it, but I was not desperate to play a lot of it in the immediate future. Now, though, I'm refreshed. I've had a break. And I'm ready and raring to go. Put my teeth in. Okay, less than a mile, or just over a mile to Stetchford. So, just keep accelerating until we hit the half mile to go mark, and then slow. I'm probably slower here because I won't get up to the same sort of speeds, will I? Because I haven't have the time to get up to those sort of speeds. Although that being said, we've not travelled far and we're already up over 50 mph. So quick acceleration for the electric locomotives. I'd love to do this exact scenario, but with the original London Midland stock they would have used. Or even just good old Midland Railway. That'd be pretty cool. Do you know what I really want in train sim? Broad gauge. I want a broad gauge route with some broad gauge locomotives and stock. That's, pardon me, what I want. That's on my wish list. If someone could say to me, if someone said to me, here's £1 million, pay someone to do something for train sim specifically for you, I would say I want more narrow gauge routes, and I want a broad gauge route, proper historical broad gauge route. And we're at Stetchford again, about 10 seconds ahead of when we're supposed to be. But yeah, that's one thing I'd love to see. I know that there are people that are developing some stuff in and around that kind of area. But yeah, I would like to see more variety in gauges for train sim. I would also like the Ravenglass and Eskdale Railway in its current form. The really small track. Because that would be great, A, for Sodor, and also B, it would be, again, another different gauge. Next stop is Adderley Park. Be steady with the brakes, the platform is very short. It's a very tight fit for this unit. Just. Lovely. Okay then. Where did those tracks go? What's that a branch line to? Stetchford from Aston. Right, okay, so that's just from another. That's just another bit of Birmingham. Cool. Okay. That's fine. Adderley Park is in 1.5 miles, but we're gonna really be careful with this one because apparently we only just fit. So we should probably slow earlier and slow quicker because I don't want to lose any of those 495 points that I've got before I turn around and go back to London, because that's a lot of track for me to make a lot of mistakes on in the next video. These will be weekly, well, not weekly in terms of every single week, but when I've got a lot of them, they will come out one week after the other. Thank you. So you'll get 6 videos in this, which will cover 6 weeks, give or take, provided my editing time remains as it has done. Obviously, I have other stuff, and as I've said before, this is a hobby channel, but my aim is to keep them semi-weekly. So, you know, ultimately you'll get them when you get them, but let's wait to 72 mph, and now we're going to start braking, because I'd rather brake a little bit early and have to move forwards than fly through the platform. Yes, Adderley Park does look like a small platform on the HUD down the bottom, doesn't it? That does look like a small platform. Okay, so let's take the brake off for now. Let us roll into Adderley Park a little bit, just so we don't like stop too far away from the platform. Put the initial brake on. Then yeah, let's do this. Let's make this a success. Let's all get this did. Okay, there we go. I think from this point we should be okay to basically just roll. And get everything on. So close, so close. There we go. I reckon I've done that pretty darn well. I'll take that. I might take a slight timeless penalty, but I'd rather be 20 seconds late and stopped correctly. Let's have a look at how it looked at the back, because we're at a station I can get out. Oh, yeah, I've done that pretty much bang on. Happy with that. Very happy with that. I'll take that. Lovely. Right, let's get back into the cab and do this properly as we do all these career scenarios from the cab. And I think next station is Birmingham New Street. So yeah, this is the end of this. New Street, you'll be coming to form an 8-coach train for the London service. So know your passengers first and follow the instructions that we're given to you. We will do that. So Birmingham New Street is just under 2 miles. So we're supposed to be there at 6:46 and depart at 6:47, and we're going to do that. But obviously there's some speed restrictions that come into place because there's a lot of track in Birmingham, and you have to be very careful going over that many junctions. You can't do it at speed. I mean, you can, but you'll come flying off the track, and that's not what you want. My voice has gone a bit croaky towards the end of this one, hasn't it? Okay, so let's just notch 2, because we can't go any faster than 65. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. Yes, here we go. 65, lovely. So yeah, this is where all the track is. Like, there's routes to Derby, there's routes to Wales, there's routes to the north, there's routes to the south, there's routes to the east, there's routes to the west. There's routes everywhere at this point. Bing. Yes, I know, 45, I'm well aware I'm going to lose some points here. Not many, I don't think. There we go, done. Yeah, 4. I lost 4 points. come at me, bros. Or hoes, or anything in between, as the case may be. Come at me, people. Here we go, I'm being told to slow and caution, that's fine, I can do that. Probably because there is another train in my platform, because I have to connect to it. But yeah, so you can still go 45, but I want to try and control it early, because again, I'd rather be a little bit late at Birmingham. 1 in 50 odd, lovely. That's what you want. Yes, I know. I was slowing, thank you. Ask you with me, AWS. And then now it's just telling me to be bloody careful, because there's lots of stuff going on under these bridges. There is now no AWS apparently. So we're just going to have to keep our wits about us as we pull into Birmingham. That's where we're going. Birmingham New Street 6B. Slow drastically because we're going to lose some points here. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. We lost 45 points. Okay, still 496. So there we go. I lost another 4 points there because I was too busy looking at the scenery. So yes, we finish at Birmingham New Street platform 6A, and then we do the second part of the scenario, which means it's connecting to that unit there, I would imagine. So let's pull ourselves to a stop. Yes, we can't go past the signal of danger, which is fine because there's a train there. So we shall stop here, and for now, thank you ever so much for watching. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. Check out the game in the description below. Check out all my other train sim stuff in the description below. Check out my Railway Empire stuff in the description below. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. And like I said, please do go and support the other videos on the channel. That's all I ever ask of you. I don't want money from you. I don't want financial support. I just want people to watch the videos and have fun. And I might be biased, but I think I do have a lot of fun, and people do have fun watching my videos. So please do go and watch some of the other stuff on the channel. In fact, check out the annotation on the screen you're about to see. Thank you ever so much for watching. I was me, that was Train Sim, and we shall see you for the Birmingham to London semi-fast service, which is the end of this scenario, in the next episode, guys. Goodbye.
I'm on the road. I'm on the grass. I'm on the grass. This is why you shouldn't text and drive, people.
Are you texting and driving?
I am texting and driving on the internet. Yeah.
Oh, the service didn't.
You are setting a really bad example.
I'm setting a horrible example.
Fucking proud of yourself.
I do not condone texting and driving, but then again, I can't drive, so.
I'm a
Change, man.
Why am I not hitting the
Change past
motorway?
30 seconds.